Hi all, how are you going? Welcome me, Redski, here on another round of Righteous Readings where I give raw, righteous, real readings to you guys, my viewers. How are we all doing? We are going to keep on punching through. Well, I've got some quiet and downtime this beautiful, beautiful Friday. How you doing? I hope you're all good. So we're continuing with that July, May monthly. We're up to sign of Capricorn. Cappy babies, how you doing? I hope you're doing well. Mad shout out to Jocelyn's son. He's a beautiful Capricorn friend of mine. I hope you're doing well, my darling. Shine and sparkles, my sweets. Shine and sparkles. So, how are we all doing today? I'm feeling kind of funky fresh. Having a day off from the kids. It's my last day with having a license without them. I should be out driving. But I wanted to spend today, or the last 2 hours I have of solace and peace and quiet with you guys, getting out a reading or two. So Capricorns, we are going to do your July, May monthly. This will attain to the signs of Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Mercury. That's the Adelaide Post. Oh, that could be my zodiac colouring in book that's just arrived. Oh, I'll be back in just a moment, guys. Sorry. And yes, it is. Sorry, we digress from your standard viewing just to have a quick ad advertisement about what the heck Redski just got delivered. Oh my bloody god, it's absolutely gorge balls. Look at that gold foil. Sorry, we do interrupt your standard viewing right now for the, oh wow, Chinese zodiac. Oh my god, they've got the Chinese at the back and then they've got the, oh Capricorn, since we are on you, let's see you. Capricorn, the beautiful sea goat. Oh, you look like a mermaid, my darlings. Oh, Capricorn the sea goat, the improbable half-fish, half-goat creature from Greek legend Priscus, started life as a water dweller, but made its way to dry land, and so Capricorn became an earth sign. Like the other earth signs, Capricorns are grounded and practical, but also adaptable with a strong sense of self-discipline that can help them to achieve great things. Capricorn, wasn't that good timing for you? That's your little bonus since I interrupted your tarot viewing. We will now go back to the standard program and not worry about this junk and get back to your reading. As I said, Capricorn, we are doing your July, May monthly. This will change to placements of Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Mercury. So if you have Capricorn in any of them 5 placements, this is your July, May monthly reading. Okay, my darlings? Stay tuned to the very end. I may pull additionals if Spirit does give me guidance to do so. If not, don't feel disheartened. It just means you did not need it. Plain and simple, my darlings, okay? So let's get these cards rolling. Let's shuffle up a deck or two and find out what's coming in for Capricorns July 2022, my darlings. Here we go. All right, Capricorn, let's get into this. July, May monthly for you, my darling sea goats. The Capricorn, please, spirits and guides. What do we have coming in for July month? Celtic cross of standard placements, please, Spirit. What do we have coming in for the beautiful, beautiful sign of Capricorn? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Mercury placements of the sign Capricorn for July month of 2022. Sorry, it's a little bit dusty up here. I must get the cleaning cloth out because I hate it when dust is sitting on my beautiful tarot placemats because it's where I sit my beautiful darling cards on. That's the lovers there. The moon, I think, is absolutely gorgeous. Isn't that just stunning? Stunning, stunning work. Capricorn, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mercury for July 2022. Yes, here we go, my darling, dearest Capricorns. Let's find out what's coming in for your month. Spirits and guides. Capricorns, July 2022, please. What do we have coming in for Capricorn? Yep. Oh, and just as I was talking about that Lovers card, what shall grant you their appearance? The sign of Gemini coming through there. Oh, we've got a lot of majors. You came out in your past energy, Capricorn. Your major arcana of the devil. We've got a few majors loitering this reading today. So, Capricorn, we have 4 majors coming out so far for you out of 11 placements. You currently, we have the sign of Gemini coming through, the Lovers. The root of the reading, we have the Sun inverted come out. In the past energy, we have you come out, the Devil reversed, and the outcome is a major of the Hanged Man. All right, my darlings, let's square dance through these placements before we clarify. But before we do that, let's look at the bottom of the deck. The underlying energy for the whole month of July so far is that the Queen of Cups. Wow. Capricorn, you're being very warm, very devoted, very chastity, very invested in people, places, and things around you. You want to make sure everyone's, doing well, that they are of well health, that they are doing good, that things aren't, surmounting them or giving them any issue. You're really touching everyone around you. And I don't mean it like it sounds like that, but what I mean is you're actively keeping these connections going. You're actively investing your time, your effort, your presence in these connections, people, places, and things, my darlings, are all on Capricorns. Let's see how you're doing this. Let's reach out. Let's connect. Let's talk about it, There's a lot of emotion and investment here with that Water of the Cups, emotion, imagination. There's feelings here. There's sentiment, Lovely. It's lovely. Very, very Capricornian. All right. It's a Friday, Number 2's waiting in the fridge. You've got to get your Farmers Union iced coffee. And this is in no way an advertisement for Farmers Union. I just love the shit. Okay. Your current energy for July, Capricorn, you're sporting. You're coming in with the lovers. Ooh la la. Connections are must for Capricorn during July. Connections you're priding above all else, I feel. And the lovers is what you're not only looking for. You may have attained it, some of you may be still looking for it. But I feel like for pretty much all of you, it's all about connection. It's all about other people, places, or things that bring you love, joy, sentiment. Make you happy, make life worthwhile. That's why we're here in this world. I feel like things that are good for you, you're really just loving the shit out of. You're loving it. Things that you like but you're not sure are good for you, you're testing in to find out whether it's, you know what I mean? It's testing that love to find out whether it's baned or profaned, or whether it's joyous and, for you. Your challenge, your obstacle issue that you must face and deal with throughout July. 7 of Cups reversed. This is actively choosing a particular cup and saying, I'm not going to give up till full success is obtained here. I will not give in, give out, give up. Putting all your willpower and desire and your strength and determination here to overcome any other options, to go for what you want. I think Spirit's trying to tell you, either your challenge is to make that one cup pride of place and not get confused by all the other lights of New York, all the other 6 cups that are like, look at me. Or it's saying do not box yourself in by choosing one particular cup, because that cup may not be right for you and there are other options that maybe you should have a second look at. I'm not overly sure which side of the fence this particular message is trying to give to you. So at the moment, I'm going to leave it there, those 2 options, and hopefully during the clarifier, I can give you more specific there, okay? I don't like to give too much specifics, especially if the cards aren't indicating one way or the other. I would rather wait for clarification. So that one, I'm actually going to skittle over a little bit. But they are the 2 options, first and foremost, that I'm dealing with at the moment for you. Crying the reading, hanging above it all, we have the King of Swords. Wow, we're being very analytical in the forefront of everything you do in July. My dear Capricorns, is all about that analytical, that mental clarity and mental assessment, which brings in a mental view, which you therefore communicate and act. You are being very active though, and you are being very determined and experienced, authoritative and extremely commanding. You really are getting all the other cogs working by force, by superiority, and by determined action. And saying it sweet. You really are very superior and highly analytical during this time. And I want to say your thoughts and designs, you have many of ideas. They're all fluent for you right now. There's very mental energy here. You're a person who has many of these, and you may pursue multiples of these things during this time. Very analytical, thoughtful ideas. There's lots. Your brain's a buzz. I want to say your brain is an absolute analytical buzz, and you're probably having a lot of ideas, almost like visionary visions of, you know, things. And it might be getting a bit excessive for you, but try to jot it down, okay? Because you never know. Today's weird delusion could be tomorrow's, you know, biggest hit. So keep that in mind. You could be a millionaire overnight by thinking about the next ipsy bopsy thing that we all need. You know, you never know. Root of the reading, the foundation where everything is sort of rooted to, built from, for your July Capricorn. Here's the sun reversed. Capricorn, okay. Big hugs. The root of the reading is loneliness. And it's feeling very despaired because we are feeling very lonely, feeling very unhappy, and feel in some ways very isolated, even if we're around 1,000 people at a time and we're never actually left alone. You feel alone. You feel invisible in some ways, I want to say. And you feel very overlooked. You feel forgotten. This is sad because you're pride in relationships and you're the one checking in on everyone and you're the one doing all this stuff. But the root of the reading, the foundation of it all is inside. The reason why you might be doing this is because you actually feel very alone. You feel very forgotten. You feel very, very unhappy. So you're doing the things in your current energy that you wish others were doing for you, which is staying bloody connected and showing some love during a time that might be you're not feeling so good. Past energy coming through for you, Capricorn, is you. It is inverted. It is the devil reversed. In the past energy, either leaving you now or just leaving or still prevalent, excuse me, is that of getting away from anything that's addictive or bad for you. Staying away or recognizing what is not for you. Things that bind you, shackle you, maybe make you a bit animalistic or selfish, all them 7 sins and all that jazz and everything else, gluttony. For some Capricorns, I feel like you were escaping some sort of abuse of trust or physical thereof. So I'm hearing arguing and like things breaking, being thrown against the wall and breaking. Dysfunction is what I'm seeing. Verbal. Physical, a lot of name calling, a lot of disrespect here, a lot of disrespect. For some of you, I want to say that you might have left someone that was suffering mental illness or some sort of issue that you didn't quite understand. Their behavior could have been polaristic and or their attitude and or their demeanor, their decisions, things of that nature. Very, very 1 minute on par, next minute out of just crazy. And I don't like using that word in that term, so I apologize for that. But what I'm trying to say, very manic. Sorry, that's what I'm trying to say. Very manic, very polaristic here. In I feel like you noticed this and it worried you, and you needed to make the decision to step away from this because it was not doing you any good, and you felt powerless to help this person in at the time anyway. Or you may have tried to help this person and realized that you had to skedaddle. I just started to get a wicked, pain in my head then all of a sudden as I was explaining that. Some of you, I want to say, that freaking gave you a massive migraine. Or maybe this person is suffering something to do with their head. All right, let's push forward now, and I bet you in a minute that pain will go away because I've got a funny feeling it's to do with that past energy that you were dealing with. I'm actually having some sort of I can feel that it was a nightmare for you. Yeah, there we go. Thanks. Wow, my head's spinning. Moving forward now, because that was a bit intense for me, the Knight of Swords. So this is exactly that, forward movement, force, superiority, warlike ramp, hastily made movement here. not excuse me, not necessarily knowing what you'll do when you get there, but it's all about the action of the force of the movement, pushing and downright fast, haste. Advice from Spirit for Capricorns for the month of July. Feel better now. Is the Nine of Cups. Now, this is very glutinized. Oh, I'm so proud of myself energy, but so you should be. It's like all nines are that of, getting it off your own back here. It's really a sense of wish fulfillment, final adjustments and realizations here for reaching that tenor. And the Nine of Cups here, this just speaks so richly of victory and abundance. I don't know what's going on with this July readings, but every single sign I've done, I've been skittling on my words, I've been tripping on words, I've been even stuttering, and I don't stutter. I don't know what's going on, but I'm having some sort of, I can't sprechen people. So I apologize. This round of readings has been really weird for me because I don't have communicational issues verbally. So maybe I'm talking a bit too fast, or I don't know what's going on, but yeah. So there's a lot of victory and abundance here, Spirit is telling you. You're very stable, successful, you're admired, your health is pretty good right now, and you really are in a good spot. All your problems have been surmounted. There's nothing really major. So drink well and drink long would be the advice here, Capricorn, because, it's all gravy, baby. Enjoy it. Now, the outsider's view of you, Capricorn, not necessarily what the hell is actually going on. It's just the outsider's view of you and your situation. They see Seven of Swords reversed is the outsider's view for Capricorns, July. Outsider's view is that of someone who follows uncertain counsel, maybe makes the wrong decisions or follows the wrong advice. Someone that either promotes or hangs around or gets involved in a lot of slanderous gossip, babbling, bullshit, arguments, or just gets pulled into these things. Everyone wants to talk about the Capricorn is what I'm feeling here. And whether you like it or not, you just can't stop people from running their damn mouths sometimes, you know what I mean? They're more invested in your life than what they are in their blooming own. And you feel like saying, oi, what are you doing? What are you doing? Don't you have your own life to be like nitpicking? Sorry, I've got a few of them people in my life right now. I'll tell you what, they drive me batsy ballsy. It's like, dude, tend to your own garden first, or people in glass houses shouldn't be throwing to stones, you know what I'm saying? Wopsha. Sorry, when I get pissed off and it involves people local, I tend to bring out the British. I don't know what that's about. Hopes and fears for Capricorns July, we have the Six of Wands. Conquest, admiration, support from the crowd and people in general. Capricorn's really in a state here of good news, hopes and desires being fulfilled. Your efforts have been rewarded and being realized for that. Your fear is not. The outcome so far for Capricorn's July month is that of the Hangman. Life in suspension, going through a deep state of transition through way of mind, ideals, beliefs, core systems here. You're putting yourself in a state of suspension because you're trying to ascertain some sort of knowledge here. And you're going through massive change, maybe a reversal in your mind of ways of thinking, ways of life. You're abandoning a lot, you're renunciating a lot, but most of all, you are changing your life's forces. There is a period here of respite between significant events, and you're working out what in life is worth the sacrifice, what it is you want to sacrifice for. And for the mistakes you've made, you are repenting for that. You're seeking solace and forgiveness here. But you're in a massive state of readjustment and regeneration. And you are at the approach of new life's forces, ways of thinking, being, and believing. You're putting it on pause to suss it all out, to make an adjustments to come out anew. I like it, Capricorn. So far, it's looking pretty It's all good, baby. It's all made with gravy. I like it. Let me get the clarification deck and let's do this. Square dance it all again, Capricorn, okay? Okay, let's clarify this reading for Capricorn. And I have pulled you your additional messages just now because I wasn't guided to do so. And Spirit was telling me to grab a certain stone. And as I went to grab that stone, another one came out. So I've taken both of them and I'll explain all of that after clarifications, explanations at the end. So please stay tuned till the very end because your reading has additional extras. 2 actually. For Capricorn, let's clarify this July main monthly, please, spirits and guides. I need clear and precise clarification of this Celtic Cross standard placement reading for July of all placements of Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Mercury. Let's clarify this reading with clear and precise clarification for Capricorn, please, July 2022. All right. Capricorn, let's go. So for Capricorn, currently we have the Lovers. Can we please clarify this energy of the Lovers, please? Spirits and guides. Why is the Lovers here in the current energy for Capricorn? For Capricorn, please. Thank you. 5 of Cups reverse. 9 of Pentacles. 3 of Wands. 2 of Pentacles. That's confusing, but okay. Crossing obstacles issue for Capricorn. We have that 7 of Cups reverse. Spirits and guides. Can we please clarify this energy of that 7 of Cups reverse? Why is the 7 of Cups reversed here, please, spirits and guides? Thank you. Wow. Strength card. The Devil. The Star. My Lord, look at that for a clarification. 3 majors. Leo, you, and Aquarius have all just come out and said, hello, Red. How you doing? Let's scare the shit out of you by all popping out in the challenge card. No. Because you know I am a Capricorn rising, people. Whew, whew, whew. I tell ya, that shit just woke me up. Right, crowning that reading, this reading, whatever. Crowning the reading for Capricorn, we have that King of Swords. Let's clarify this energy, please, spirits, of the King of Swords. All right. 9 of Wands, Page of Cups reverse. Root of the reading for Capricorn, we have that Sun in reverse. Spirits and guides, can please clarify this energy of the Sun in reverse. That was the Sun, I just saw flip them. That's still in there. Sun in reverse, please, spirits and guides. Ace of Pentacles reverse. Past energy, whoa. Okay. The Devil reverse is clarified by the High Priestess. That was very decisive. Moving forward now, the Knight of Swords. Whoa, you see that? Ace of Swords came out like a barrel of monkeys. Whoa, okay. Whoa, Spirit. Whoa, okay. Whoa. Who do you want this for? All right, Spirit's advice. All right, fair enough. Okay. Woo. Woo, I'm getting told. Okay, well, let's go to the next placement then, Spirit, then. Let's do that. Outside's view of Capricorn, we have that 7 of Swords reverse. Can we clarify that 7 of Swords reverse, please, Spirit? Okay, well, yes, we definitely can. The Spirit's got lots to say today. It's getting a little grouchy at Redsky, I think. Oh, the Hermit in reverse, 7 of Swords in reverse, and the Hierophant, sign of Taurus. Hopes and fears. They've got a lot of messages here for you today, guys, Capricorn. Honestly, it's going to take me a while to do this. Clarify. Hopes and fears. We have that 6 of Wands. Spirits and guides, can you please clarify that energy of the 6 of Wands for Capricorn's hopes and fears for July? Why is that 6 of Wands here for Capricorn's hopes and fears? Yep. Okay, Temperance in reverse. Major arcana for Sagittarius's sign. And then we have the outcome, please. The Hanged Man. Why is the Hanged Man here as the outcome for Capricorn's July? Hearing patience is a virtue. Hanged Man. Capricorn's outcome for July. Please clarify this outcome. Hanged Man. Why is the Hanged Man here? The Sun in reverse. Good Lord. Bottom of the deck is the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Capricorn, you feel like luck, chance, fate, the divine maybe even, not on your side right now. If anything, you feel like you've been forgotten. Maybe, sorry, that space here is not doing much for me. Not being gifted fair opportunity, chance, things of that nature, I feel. You feel like the roll of the dice has kind of forsaken you and always turns up snake eyes. Like you could throw them dice a million times and it would turn it out. It's like that sense of the odds are not only not with you, they're actually almost borderline against you. And you feel like you're losing a bit of faith in the game of chance. You don't leave anything to chance for that reason now. Because it just brings in failure. Or just brings in the bad, I want to say, in some ways. Let me grab a death stick and we'll go through this clarification before we get into those additional messages. Okay, Capricorn? Sorry, Capricorn, I did have to change the angle slightly there to accommodate my phone charger because we are running out of charge since I sort of digressed for about 15 minutes there. Nevertheless, once it goes under 20%, it's an issue. Just let me fix that before it all topples. Sorry, Capricorn, just give me 10 seconds. I'm so sorry. Now we're under control. Trust me, it'll save us a lot more time in the end if I just take 2.5 seconds now to fix the problem rather than allow it to do a whole nother problem. I'm not really keen on that today. So we're square dancing back through it now, Capricorn. All right, so your current energy was the Lovers, okay? This was then clarified by a lot. 5 of Cups reverse, 9 of Pentacles, 3 of Wands, 2 of Pentacles. So I'm seeing here connections you are priding at the moment, checking out if they're good, they're bad, they're ugly, and making adjustments as such. 5 of Cups reverse is really telling me that you are having a real hopefulness moving forward, even though you've got a lot of things really pressing you at the moment and really that are worrying you in regards to these friendships, connections, and so on. The 9 of Pentacles is telling me no matter what happens with this, you are solid and secure on your own. You have a lot of security, you have a lot of monetary advancement, and these connections, whether they stay or go, wouldn't affect that too much for you. 3 of Wands is telling me, though, that you are actively waiting here for some sort of growth in regards to connections, in regards to what you're aiming for right now. And with the 2 of Pentacles reverse, I'm seeing that you do have a lot of pressure and a lot of stress in regards to this, and you do feel that a lot of these things may fall to the wayside or be dropped. Need to be dropped, even if you don't want them to be. The crossing challenge obstacle issue was a mouthful as well. We had initially the 7 of Cups reversed. That's actively choosing 1 cup out of all the options. And I said to you that this card could mean two different scenarios. I'm going to tell you now what it actually does mean. Then we had 3, I repeat, 3 major arcanas come out to clarify the strength card sign of Leo. Capricorn's major arcana, the Devil, and the Star, Aquarius's major arcana. Now, if you just look at these 3 cards, just take that 7 of Cups reversed away. This is an almighty energy with these 3 particular majors because they are 3 very, very inspirational, worrying, and strength-ridden cards. Strength, of course, is all about courage, tenacity, taming the inner beast, inner external, and really priding strength through courage, through zest, through zeal. The Devil, your major, is all about the things that are exactly that, the 7 deadly sins, things that bind us, shackle us, things that maleficent, things that are all-consuming. The Star is wish fulfillment, it is hope, it is faith, it is inspiration, it is hope in its true form. It's making that wish upon the stars and hoping, wishing, praying, and having faith that it will come to pass. Your challenge was to choose a cup. Your challenge was out of 7 to choose 1. To have the strength, the tenacity, and will to not only choose it, but to choose the right one. To not be confused by the Devil wearing Prada and choose that particular cup. The Star was to have always hope and faith, no matter what the outcome. And to believe in yourself enough that you will choose the right cup, even if you don't. The courage and zest to try, even though you may fail, still to have the courage to try somehow. To not give up. To championize strength and to not get confused about what the Devil is doing in the background. To look steadfast in the direction you need to go to. Crowning the whole reading, hanging above it all, and again we had a few, the King of Swords with the Nine of Wands and the Page of Cups reverse. So at the forefront, crowning all this reading is that of analytical mindset, you know, really being very authoritative, very commanding through your mindset. Because you have been through a lot of obstacles and issues, that Nine of Wands. For the longest of time, I feel that you've always had to stand on the front foot. Even though your position has always been strong, you always feel the opposition is always there. They're always in the side fields. And even when you're getting gains here, you've still got to be mindful or keep an eye on these oppositions, you know, these people that are, you know, even though that you've defeated them before and, you know, it's the outcome again, just avoid overconfidence or too much haste, you know, being a bit, you know, full of self, a little bit ego maybe. That Page of Cups reverse is very seductive and charmed, you know, being very seduced by something here that's really tantalizing, and being very in the energy of really flatterizing those around you. Sorry, it's still happening. There could be just some useless exchange coming through here that really will amount to nothing, but someone's, you're either putting out fanning out fires around you, or someone's bringing the fire to you. Either way, someone's being seduced by someone here, and it may have been someone that caused a lot of obstacles, and you're trying to think with your mindset, with your mind rather than your heart and your emotions. You're trying to take that shit out of it because you know. We've had problems before, we'll probably have problems again. Root of the reading, the Sun reverse, Ace of Pentacles reverse. The root of the reading is a lot of sadness here, a lot of loneliness, a lot of emptiness, a lot of just sad, lonely, and feeling like when we do have monetary advancement, we don't have prosperity, or we have prosperity and we don't have the monetary. We just can't get everything lined up. We just can't have everything, and then we can never even be consistent with it. Past energy leaving you now still prevalent. The Devil in reverse with the High Priestess. Man, what an energy. I feel here you tried to separate yourself from someone that was quite addictive or quite controlling or quite an issue for you. And you move forward with wisdom. You kept some secrets back maybe about how bad this connection was. I feel like for some of you, maybe this individual was mentally unstable or had some mental issues of some sort, or some sort of addictive behaviors. Something that was a bit more for you to handle than what you expected. Capricorn, it could even be speaking in regards to you yourself. Take it how it resonates for you. But I'm seeing here in that past energy, you really, really did come into your own with that High Priestess, and you really started to see things for what they really were, started to make sound judgments, sound decisions, therefore, and really kept things in a platonic nature when maybe they were otherwise before. Moving forward, Knight of Swords, Ace of Swords. Man, you're moving forward with so much air element here with the swords. Knight of Swords and the Ace of Swords. This is force in its purest of ability. There's triumph here to be had. It's pushing forward with haste, hastily made movement, being very forceful and superior and very triumphant here with the Ace of Swords also coming in behind it. It's a real force pushing through it no matter what. Nothing can stop you. Advice from Spirit, Nine of Cups, and the Hangman. Spirit is telling you plain and simple, enjoy it. Enjoy it and drink till the last cup and the last drop, because that Nine of Cups is really victory, abundance. You worked hard for it, enjoy it. The Hangman coming in with that Spirit's advice is saying there will be times where you need to rest, take stock, really, get into the energy of, wisdom, getting some guidance here and working out where sacrifice is best spent. Take the time out during significant events to really enjoy that solace and really drink from that abundance, so you do feel really appreciated for the work and the effort that you put in. So you're not doing this big work and effort and you're moving into the next big work and effort without having true appreciation, pat on back, drink from cup, your abundance and success in each individual endeavor. Otherwise, it just feels like one big long battle without any actual, midnight supper, you know what I'm saying? You really need to celebrate that. Even the little wins in between, you must celebrate that. Even if you don't feel like you deserve it, I don't give a shit. Celebrate it, okay? You've been told. Outside view of you and your situation, Capricorn, not necessarily what's going on, it's just the outside view of you. They see the Hermit in reverse, Virgo's major arcana, the Seven of Swords reverse, and the Hierophant, Taurus's major arcana. There comes that headache again. all of a sudden. Is this the same placement? Oh, sorry. This was clarifying the Seven of Swords reverse. I thought that I was missing a card there. Of course I am. Seven of Swords reversed, the Hammer in reverse, Seven of Swords reversed. There's two Seven of Swords reversed here. That's lovely. The sevens, lucky, uncanny, mystery. The outside view of you is someone that either gets caught up in everyone's gossip a lot, or is gossiped about, or is a gossiper a lot. Someone that talks a lot, doesn't keep secrets to themselves. The Hermit in reverse is someone that doesn't follow their own knowledge, their own light, their own intuition, follows everyone else's, gets caught up in everyone else's bullshit. The Hierophant is saying, you are a very ritualistic person. You are a very good person. The outsider's view is of this of you. But I feel like you get caught up in everyone else's bullshit way too much. You sacrifice way too much for other people. And the outsider's view is that of such. Someone that gets talked about a lot, or is the gossiper a lot, doesn't follow their own knowledge, puts their foot in their mouth a lot, and someone that really, really does sacrifice a lot for everyone else, though, and really does get a lot of mud flicked in their own face. The hopes and fears for Capricorn's July is that of the Six of Wands and the Temperance in reverse. Temperance, of course, is Sagittarius's major arcana. Your hopes and fears are that of being appreciated, getting accolades from the crowd, really getting everyone on board. You are very impatient at the moment, I want to say, and you're lacking in balance, moderation, frugality, and you're not really fusing things very well around you right now. You just want the accolades. You don't want to deal with the shit in between. I feel like there was some sort of past endeavor that you may have got accolades for that you didn't do 100% to the best of your ability, and it's really starting to mull you over. For the rest of you, I just feel like you got a lot of appreciation for something, and then everything started to like fall apart. Your biggest fear is that, you know, you won't be able to repeat the same perfection. And the outcome, wow, the Hanged Man and the Sun in reverse, two majors, and both of these majors came through earlier. One in the foundation, and the Hanged Man came out, of course, in Spirits of Ice. I'm hearing mixing and blending of the two makes a very confused me, but more confused you. I have no idea what that riddle was about. But the outcome is putting yourself in a state of suspension to try and gain some wisdom, advice, work out where sacrifice is best spent. You're being very repentful, very regenerative, and very, very changing in your life's forces. You really are putting it all up in suspension to suss it all out. But I'm seeing that you're coming to the realization very quickly that you're still very lonely. You're still very unhappy. And I'm starting to think that you may not even know why. Clarify further the Hangman and the Sun in reverse for the outcome. Nine of Cups. They've got so much abundance, guys, and this Nine of Cups keeps coming out too. You've got so much abundance and so much to be thankful for, and I just don't understand why you're so unhappy or so lonely. Is it just because you don't have someone to share it with, someone special, like a significant other or a partner? Fair babies aren't enough, my darlings, is it? You want real companionship. You've got everything you need from yourself with that Nine of Cups, all the success and all the victory and all the abundance that you can possibly muster or handle or carry. The one thing you want most in this world you don't have. Someone to share this with, whether that's a partner or a child. That's why your current energy is that lovers, and you're trying to work it all out. Who's who, what's what. You want to work out if anyone's viable or suitable, or you just don't want people in your life that aren't worth it, because you feel like already you've got so much in your life that's just not bringing in that, what you want the most. Something that makes you truly happy. Something that doesn't make you lonely or feel alone anymore. You know, I understand that better than what you think. I don't have any siblings. I'm an only child. And growing up, it was only me and Mum. And as much as I love being an only child, I was doted on and very spoiled, and you know, I was very loved. I had a very good upbringing by my mum. It was, you know, I didn't have a lot of problems that a lot of people have growing up. It's a very stable home. My mum had no issues, like she wasn't abusive or addicted to anything or anything like that. She was just an average person, Stayed home until I turned 14 and then went back into the workforce. She was 100% stay-at-home mum, cooked me meat and 3 veg every night. She was on the dot, 5 o'clock on the minute, you'd never miss a dinner. She was a good mum. She is a good mum, sorry. She's not passed, and she better not anytime soon, because I swear to God. She is a good mum. She still is today. But growing up, being an only child, I loved it. But at school, especially in primary school and in junior primary, and especially even more so in high school, I struggled, even now. I don't have many friends. I don't have any friends, but back then I didn't have many. I really struggled to understand connection, friendship, sibling connections. I still don't really understand it 100%, like what the hell. I've seen people do terrible things to their brother or sister, and, because they're family, they still forgive. I don't think family gives you, just because you're family, it gives you an automatic pass for doing terrible acts to people, and just because you're of the same bloodline that they should be any less penalised for that, If you've done the wrong thing, it should be all for one for all kind of thing. And a lot of people get angry at me about that. They say, don't you have any sense of loyalty? Yeah, I do. To equality. For the victim, or for, I don't care if you're family or a friend. In a way, if you've done the wrong thing, you must atone for that. And people will say, you just don't understand what true connection is. And it used to make me cry as a child, because I didn't. Still don't really 100%. I get the idea of it, but a lot of me doesn't actually agree with it. Not when it goes down a path of people getting away with things just because it's within the family unit kind of thing. I feel like for you guys, you do understand connection very, very well. You know exactly what it's all about. Unlike me. And you want that more than anything, because you've found everything you need within inside yourself. You just haven't found that in another. And that's what you want most of all. Someone to share, enjoy, be merry and abundant with you throughout this life. Let's go to these additional messages now to round out your reading. Now, I pulled a ruin for you that I was guided and instilled to pick from Spirit. But as I pulled that out of my little bucket, popped another one, and Spirit said take both. So the one I picked for you, I'm going to read first. Okay? Because there is two, so be patient. The ruin I picked for your July message was this ruin here. It looks like a big M. And it is the ruin number 17. It is the ruin of forgiveness, okay? So I'll read that to you, and then I'll read the other one. So forgiveness is first. A life in transition. Oh, the Hanged Man. Wow. A life in transition draws upon forgiveness in order to make peace with the past. Receiving this ruin, you are asked to consider, who is it that calls out to you for forgiveness? To whom do you call out? To all of you who find the courage in your heart to forgive those who betrayed you, this ruin brings a blessing. Forgiving someone who hurt you and making amends, these are two faces of forgiveness. There is a third face as well. Consider whether receiving this ruin at this moment may be an invitation to extend forgiveness to yourself. Drawing the ruin of forgiveness is an opportunity to consider the situation in your life where you have been thoughtless, unkind, or mean-spirited. What can you do to make amends? Do you need to write a letter, sit face-to-face, or simply speak openly to that person, ask for their forgiveness, and give them your blessing? It has been said that to cling to resentment is to harbour a thief in your heart. For resentment robs you of your energy, your strength, your peace of mind, and ultimately your ability to heal. It is not part of our nature to withhold forgiveness. And yet to those of you whom forgiveness is impossible, This ruin brings a double blessing. One for the courage it took to close the door on the past, another for your willingness to go on and live your life. There is one more blessing in this ruin. It is for those who have the courage to brave the fearsome seas of anger and rage and in time arrive upon forgiveness's shore. Take this moment. The ruin of forgiveness counsels to begin cleaning out the old, and if you have already begun, be gentle with yourself. It takes time to release the past. Let it be said this way: as I cultivate my own nature, all else follows. This ruin would be incomplete without an image of forgiveness as the scales upon which our lives are balanced. Joy in forgiving and joy at being forgiven hang level in the balances of love. I couldn't have said it better myself, honestly. And speaking of which, that ruin that popped out, it's like a big F with a top on it, it is the ruin of honesty. Number 11. I'm not joking. So we have forgiveness and honesty as your ruin messages. I found that incredible. So let us read now from the ruin number 11, honesty. The sacred hand mirror of truth now lies in front of you. Pick it up in silence and without fear. Look into your present situation. Ask if you are being honest, first with yourself and then with others. To be honest with oneself is where all healing begins. If you are only now learning the simplicity that is born of true honesty, take a moment to remember the very first time you admitted to yourself or to another the depths of truth of your feelings. Be grateful for the relief you felt and the wisdom you gained by laying down the burden you have carried for so long. For some, drawing this ruin is a sign that the days of hiding from yourself and from others are over. If, however, those days are still upon you, meditate on Shakespeare's poignant words, "This above all, to thine own self be true." Honesty opens locked cupboards in the heart. Being honest is one way of relieving the pain. If you find that speaking the truth is still difficult, perhaps the very reason you received this ruin is to remind you to ask God for the courage to try again. Consider, if you will, honesty's position on the circle of ruins between boundaries and serenity. The oracle is saying, lies the frontier of honesty. Once you've reached this place, life is easier, for it takes less effort to be honest than dishonest. When you deal honestly with life, your body and your heart will create boundaries for you, boundaries that support you while you take the steps to change. And step by step, serenity will become an even greater part of your life. Receiving this ruin, you are reminded that there is less of everything, less hope, less trust, less faith, less to life itself, without rigorous honesty. The moment has come, this ruin is saying, to mark a searching and fearless moral inventory of your feelings, your ways of thinking and your actions, and to remember that when honesty goes, it takes serenity with it, for the seeds of the courage to heal can only grow in honest soil. I'm getting all upset, sorry. It has been said that among the attributes of the well-nourished self and the ability and the willingness to nourish others, honesty nourishes the soul even as it fosters healing. As the years go by and the course of our life changes, it is the ability to be honest with ourselves that provides us with the opportunity to teach the next generation that there is both honor and power in speaking the truth. Wow. Wow. Capricorn, I don't know how you couldn't have got anything from that, because no more honester or truthful words have been spoken. That is your July main monthly Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mercury. Thank you, my darlings, for joining me. If it resonates or if you like the content, please like, share, definitely subscribe to the channel. Click the red button, subscribe, and join me over at RRR with me, Redsky, at Righteous Readings. Until next time, my dear Capricorn, light and love to you all. And remember, be honest, Be open, not just with others, but more importantly, with yourselves. Till next time, take care. I'm Redsky, and I will see you then. Bye, my darling Capricorns.